Personally, I strongly believe that my English teacher, Miss Asi, was very important to me because she made grammar easy and fun to learn. I remember when she used a funny story about a superhero to teach us the past tense. For example, she said the hero had flown away before the villain arrived, and it suddenly made perfect sense. On top of that, she always encouraged us to speak. For instance, she created a rule that we could only speak English in her class, which really improved my confidence. So that's why Miss Ase was so important to me. She helps me master English without fear. The reading passage announced a change on campus. In particular, the university is replacing its free bus service with a $50 public transport pass. The woman in the conversation had the idea. She started off by saying it's inconvenient because key places like the DeWolf Science Center aren't served by public transit, making students walk through unsafe areas. Secondly, she explained the $50 pass is too small, lasting only a month. This will force students to walk, not create the community interaction the university hopes for. In conclusion, she finds the policy flawed. According to the reading, a pictograph is a simple picture that represents a word or idea and is the earliest form of writing. In the lecture, the professor delves deeper into the subject by explaining how the letter A evolved from an ancient Egyptian pictograph of a bull head. Over time, the head became a triangle and the horns became the two stick underneath. She goes on to say the letter E starts as a stick figure of a person praying. After being rotated and simplified, the arms and head become the three horizontal line of the modern letter. So after listening, I now have a better understanding of how pictograph become simpler and more abstract to form the basis of our modern alphabet. The professor goes into a ton of detail about the paradox of technology, which is when new technology that's supposed to simplify life actually makes it more difficult. After introducing the topic, the lecturer mentioned that universal remote control were invented to replace multiple remotes, but programming them is complicated and using them requires remembering complex button function, which add frustration. She goes on to say that mobile phones have become smaller and portable, but the tiny buttons are hard to press accurately, leading to frequent wrong numbers and user errors. So after listening, I now have a better understanding of how even beneficial invention can unintentionally increase complexity in everyday life.